At the age of 5 in a small countryside town in Belgium, Thibaut Courtois had joined his local football club as nothing more than something his parents made him do as a hobby. He didn't have the most amazing ball control or natural skill and wasn't exactly the most athletic kid out there. And many of you know, especially the ones who played youth teams, it was usually those types of kids that the coach would normally assign on defense and hope for the best. But by some stroke of luck or even destiny, during a tournament for his youth club, the squad's goalkeeper suffered an injury and had to be removed from the match. And I'm sure many of you witnessed something similar before. Either your goalkeeper gets sent off or gets hurt and someone has to replace him. You know deep down that they're probably not going to do a great job at all, but hope for the best anyways. And that's exactly what Courtois' teammates thought as well. The squad then looked over to their left back, the tallest kid at the time, Thibaut Courtois, to put on the gloves, stand in front of the goal, and try as hard as he can to not f up. Much to their surprise, he would be an iron wall and so impressive that only a few months later, his coach forced him to stay on and continue to be their keeper until he was made the first choice for the following season. Fast forward to today and he's one of, if not the best goalkeeper in the world, putting on one of the greatest goalkeeping performances ever seen in football history. This is the story of Thibaut Courtois. You might look at Thibaut Courtois now and think he's the greatest goalkeeper in the world, but his journey would take some time before he could get the experience, the skill, and the respect he has today. Going back to his youth days in Belgium, immediately after becoming the team's first choice keeper, he was the most important player in the entire squad. At the age of 17, he helped his club become league champions and was named the Goalkeeper of the Year and given the squad's Player of the Year award, keeping a total of 14 clean sheets in 44 matches and conceding less than a goal a game. Do you know just how impressive you have to be as a keeper to be named as your club's Player of the Year? Very impressive. The goalkeeping position is already underrated as it is. It's the most important position and is oftentimes underappreciated for all the effort in keeping the goal safe. Sometimes we take that last line of defense and protection for granted. But thanks to today's sponsor, NordVPN, you can relax knowing there's always someone protecting and watching your back on the internet. NordVPN hides your IP and keeps you safe whenever you're browsing online. There's always people trying to steal your personal information or data, but like Courtois, NordVPN will block them from ever getting in. Anytime you're using a public network or sending important information like bank account details or email logins, you're at risk. But NordVPN protects you wherever you go. Nord is also the fastest VPN on the market, so you'll never have to worry about long buffer times or lags. You can easily find the fastest and instant connections to any of their worldwide servers. And without a doubt, my favorite part of Nord is how they let you access content on YouTube, Twitter, Netflix, and other streaming websites that you can only see if you were in certain countries or regions. For example, I wanted to watch Shaolin Soccer, an absolute classic, but it's only available in Japan. With NordVPN, I can switch to one of their servers and watch the movie as if I was actually there. Right now, go to nordvpn.com/Raymar or use my promo code for a 2-year plan plus 1 additional month with a huge 60% discount. It's absolutely risk-free for 30 days, so try and see if you like it. There's no risk and nothing to worry about, so why not give NordVPN a shot today and make the most out of your internet? Thanks to NordVPN for sponsoring this video. Courtois started to get attention after his first full season in Belgium. He was seemingly unknown and came out of nowhere. Before his breakout year with 44 appearances, he had only played a single match in 2 years. Now he was making noise. This was when Chelsea decided to grab the young new goalkeeper, signing a 5-year deal worth only 9 million euros. This was in 2011, when Chelsea were still very much one of the strongest clubs in the world and just a season away from winning the Champions League with Petr Cech still at goal. The club decided that they didn't need the youngster for now, so they loaned him out to Atletico Madrid, for loaning him out for 1 more year after losing 1-3 to Atletico in the Champions League semi-final. Courtois arguably had his best year in the 2013-2014 season, winning the Zamora Trophy for conceding the least amount of goals in significant matches and helping Atletico win their first La Liga title in nearly 2 decades. Although they would lose the Champions League final to Real Madrid, Courtois would return back to Chelsea as one of, if not Atletico's best goalkeeper ever. winning 2 Zamora trophies, 1 La Liga Goalkeeper of the Season, 1 La Liga, 1 Copa del Rey, 1 Spanish Super Cup, and 1 Europa Cup title in just 3 seasons on loan. In Courtois' first official season with Chelsea after his loan during the 14-15 season, he was slowly transitioning to replace Petr Cech as the club's main goalkeeper. Unfortunately, he would receive his first big injury for that year, but nevertheless managed to help Chelsea win the Premier League title and League Cup final. Courtois wasn't particularly amazing during his season, but Chelsea were dominant enough to succeed easily without him. In fact, individually, he wasn't nearly as impressive with Chelsea as he was for Atletico Madrid, but it was his first season in England, so not many complained about his less than average performances by his standards. Courtois was a very decent keeper in England during his 4-year stint there for sure, but many seem to forget the hype or narrative surrounding him during his time in Spain. Many accredited it to being a fluke or seemingly peaking at a younger age as a player. He even had transfer rumors after their awful second season with the club finishing at 10th place. Courtois was lacking the accolades he seemed to be racking up during his time at Atletico, but his best season would come after the struggles because in the 2016-17 season, Courtois would finally begin to once again rack up some of the clean sheets, as it had been many months since he last defended the goal perfectly. He would end the season as without a doubt his best in England when he helped his club win a second Premier League title while keeping 16 clean sheets and winning the Premier League Golden Glove, and his final year for the club was below average for what people were used to seeing from him. Chelsea fans never hated him, but he definitely wasn't receiving the same amount of respect or love as Petr Cech once did, and he never really felt at home in England. And the narrative around his career by this time is that he was only a decent goalkeeper. But in 2018, Courtois would begin to revive his career once more. In the World Cup, he would help Belgium finish at 3rd place as the best goalkeeper in the tournament, winning the World Cup Golden Glove and being named in the team of the tournament, being so impressive that Real Madrid had signed him on board as they knew firsthand just how great of a keeper he could be. They were making big changes to their squad after losing Cristiano Ronaldo, and with an aging Keylor Navas, Courtois would be the perfect fit for the club, slowly becoming their first choice keeper and being named the 2018 IFFHS Goalkeeper of the Year. He would help them win the 2019-2020 La Liga and Spanish Super Cup title, keeping 17 clean sheets throughout the season, already better than he'd ever done for Chelsea. Courtois was focused on once again becoming one of the world's best goalkeepers and letting everyone remember how dominant he was. He would then go on to have 21 clean sheets in 51 appearances for Madrid in the 2020-2021 season, slowly becoming recognized and being in the discussion once more as one of the world's best goalkeepers. Then finally, in this past 2021-22 season, Courtois would finally prove it. He was incredibly dominant throughout the season, helping Madrid comfortably secure the league title with 17 clean sheets in La Liga. He had a penalty save rate of 50%, a shot saving rate of 75%, and the fewest goals conceded per 90 minutes. But where he came up even bigger was no doubt in the Champions League when the lights were the brightest. During their match against PSG, Courtois masterfully saved shots from Kylian Mbappe and rejected Lionel Messi's penalty. If Messi had scored that goal, it's very possible that PSG would have advanced. But Courtois wasn't letting that happen at all. Many had already been saying that Courtois was without a doubt the best keeper of the season, the year, and the world because of his excellent form. But that was almost nothing compared to one of the single greatest goalkeeping performances of all time in the Champions League final. We all know Liverpool dominated the match in terms of possessions, shots on goal, and significant chances. There were even many saying that they would have won based on points if it was a boxing match, but the one thing they couldn't do was score on Courtois. I can't show all his saves because of copyright, but oh my goodness, was it personally the best goalkeeping match I've ever seen in my life. This win was 99% because of Courtois' brilliance, rightfully earning him the man of the match and chance of being the undisputed best goalkeeper in the world. His efforts in the Champions League final will go down as one of the all-time great goalkeeping performances, finally giving him that coveted Champions League title he was so close to many years back in the same city, playing against the team he's currently in, achieving his dream and making him, without a doubt, one of the greatest goalkeepers of our generation and maybe even of all time. But what do you guys think? Let me know where you rank Courtois in your all-time goalkeepers list and if you've ever seen a better goalkeeping performance than what he did in the Champions League final. Leave a like if you enjoyed to help support the channel and subscribe for more weekly videos like this. Thank you all for staying till the end, and I'll see you in the next one.